Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. Today, we are going to be, this is our last video before we get shipped off to a mental hospital. So, yeah, goodbye.
That's right, folks. Tonight is the announcement
Where
video.
we announced that we are leaving because we are being shipped off to a mental hospital, alright?
We're going to show you all the stuff that's going on in December of 2022. It's going to be a really busy month. So busy, we probably won't be able to pack it all into 1 month.
Probably not.
But when it comes to the crafts, if you rush out to Dollar Tree tomorrow and pick up some of these really cool items that we found, you won't regret it. And if you miss out, they're going to restock almost everything between now and Christmas, I hope. But
Hopefully, yeah.
yeah. But right off the bat, we got a package from Splintered Light Miniatures, and they were kind enough to send us some things.
Cool.
Mind you, I did make an order, but they sent along something extra because we told them we wanted to really show off their stuff this month. Basically, they make 15 millimeter miniatures, and we have our great friend James L. to thank for turning us on to this company. Had it not been for him, I would have never known not only of this company, but of all the cool stuff they have. I recommend you go to their website as soon as possible and check it out. If you're into 15 millimeter miniatures, if you saw our 15 millimeter dungeon chess set and some of the other stuff, trust me, it's absolutely well worth it. Now, they sent us a package of an Undead Hunter crew pack, which is either these guys or the next guys, but they're a bunch of paladins and witch hunters and things like that, and priests, or it's the warriors of righteousness. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. That is a gelatinous cube. Let me get somebody special.
Is this what they sent you?
No. That was something I saw, and I'm like, I love it. Okay, here you got a little frog man, right?
Why,
And you put the gelatinous cube over it, and your characters or whatever are trapped in it. It's a cute little rendition of the gelatinous cube. One of my all-time favorite monsters from the old Dungeons and Dragon days. I think that's the thief. That's definitely a witch hunter looking guy. But I wanted a few more characters, and this pack has got some thieves, some fighters, some Inquisitor, Solomon Kane looking types, and this is probably the Warriors of Righteousness, which is more paladins and fighters and clerics and things like that. Yeah, definitely fighters and priests and things like that. And there's actually a really cool thief there, which is kind of weird for Warriors of Righteousness, you have to admit. But
that is kind of weird.
And yes, they are small, but they're really not as hard to paint as you might think. And it's actually, in a way, it's kind of quick to get them done. You don't have to do as much, hardcore detail work. And if you really just want to get things table ready and onto your table as, just, placeholders and things like that, as opposed to, distracting your players with, really well painted, golden demon style, paint jobs. That's cool. And mind you, I'm still going to go and continue that sort of professionalism with my 28s. But for the little guy, oh, wow. I don't know what that guy is, but I have no idea what these guys are. I'm going to have to break out the glasses, but it looks like there's Oriental hobgoblins and some goblins and possibly a minotaur and just a whole bunch of, I guess these are just, freebies. Looks like some kobolds and another frogman, which is cool. But I guess this is just like a sampler pack. That is kind of an awesome looking figure.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty cool.
You can see that. But I just absolutely fell in love with the 15 millimeter scale. Oh, jeez. Okay, until I picked up this miniature.
What? What is that?
Is the tiny? It might as well be a 6 mil miniature. I mean, look at this. This is going to literally take our microscope to paint.
We did have a microscope, which we obtained through
There's
completely legal
just
means.
look at that. That is just tiny.
What is it though?
I don't know.
Probably like a orc or
It
something.
could be a hobbit or a child. Let me take a look real quick.
Small person. A dwarf.
No, it's definitely a kobold. Or it could, yeah, it's a kobold.
What's that?
Wow. So I won't be ordering the kobolds anytime soon, just because I don't want to go blind. That's kind of a cool looking figure, man. You know, when you really do look at them close, oh wow, that is going to be fun to paint. I think that's a high elf. From what I saw from James E.P. show, you couldn't resist, could you?
Okay, it was damaged. No, seriously, it was actually kind of damaged.
Oh, we got some pig-faced orcs here. Oh my god, look at that. You see the pig face?
I do indeed see the pig face.
Look at that, folks. That is an old school pig-faced orc. That alone is just stellar. I don't know if you guys can actually see that. That is freaking awesome. So, thank you so much, David. I really appreciate this. This is a wonderful selection of all the wonderful 15 millimeter. They're 15 to 18 millimeter, depending on, I guess which ruler you use. But this is going to be a lot of fun. I really like the idea of being able to take a really nice selection of miniatures to somebody else's house, or let my son take them to his friend's house so that they can game without taking, a really what would be a smaller selection of miniatures, right?
Yes.
To play D&D at his friend's house. And I'm going to move these to the side. So, folks, seriously, if you're into 15 or you want to, try your hand at something, it's a little more challenging, but with speed paints and things like that, it's actually a lot faster. And I don't really need my glasses to see them once they're painted up. It's just to really get them going good. You're going to want to use some magnification and really painting miniatures of any type. You probably want that, right? I know the little guy almost never uses them, but
wait, what?
Magnifying glasses or anything like that? You almost never.
I would never. Yeah, I never use those.
So on to the crafts for this month. We're going to be doing some stuff with the 15 millimeter miniatures, but mostly we're going to be focusing on some other things. Almost everything we're going to show you we found at Dollar Tree last weekend, and let's start with the Dollar Tree stuff. Okay, Christmas trees. Why? You say, oh, they're tiny. Well, not for these guys. They're perfect pine trees, and if you do a little bit of work and either file off the bases a little, or if you set them into a piece of foam board like we got here and cut the circles out and recess them in, you won't notice the bases, and then add some snow and you've got, little bits of scattered terrain, because these miniatures aren't just, like I talk about used for Dungeons and Dragons, but there's a slew of actual fantasy war games that you could use these for.
Yep.
So on to the next. Oh, you don't want to just go right to the. Oh, I was going to say. These little guys. They're pom-poms, but if you notice, these are some really, except for this blue one and maybe the red one, there's some really rustic colors. And these are going to go great as bushes for the 15 mil scale, as well as your regular scale miniatures, your 28s. They'll work just fine as bushes of all kinds. And I suppose you could use the purples and the reds and the blues for your alien terrain. I would actually suggest snipping them in half and then just gluing them down like that, and then you get sort of a rounded bush shape.
Yeah.
Again, $1.25. They're going to go a long way because I'm going to cut them in half, and that'll double the number. Because I'm guessing there's about 20 in here, and you want bushes.
I would recommend using the whole thing for at least one or two of them.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean the whole bush?
Yeah.
Right, especially the really little ones. just put a little dab of glue and drop it on a whatever base you want to use, whether it be foam board or something like we just picked up. You got this actually at Michael's. No, not Michael's. Hobby Lobby.
Don't go to Michael's.
Yeah, we don't go to Michael's. It's a whole bunch of different wooden slabs, real thin wafer style planks of wood that I'm going to use for a whole bunch of stuff in the future. But for the bushes or even mounting the 15s if you need, miniature trays or bases for the miniatures. If you want to do like a unit of 5 or 10s or whatever, easily they'll fit on these. These I think there's about 2 inches, and we're also going to use an absolute armada of different wood plank craft sticks. These are the tongue depressor size, and then we've got your regular craft stick.
Because how every time we use these, it somehow ends up being
a disaster.
Yes, a complete disaster.
Well, these not these ones, but these two. These are your regular popsicle size.
Because we never finish it.
No, we finished everything so far. We eventually.
The drawbridge.
Not the drawbridge.
Not the drawbridge. Shut up.
The siege tower.
It was the drawbridge on the siege tower.
Okay.
We never finished
these
it.
Two sizes, and this is 100 of the regular popsicle sticks size for $1.25. But then they got this new size that's a little bit smaller than the tongue depressor, but larger than the regular popsicle stick. Again, $1.25 each. I forget where we got these. These we probably got
If
at
they,
Walmart.
Walmart.
But then I got this other size that's really small size that's actually going to be perfect for one of our crafts. You see how it's going to come together now?
Yes, I know exactly how it's going to come together.
Again, we got these at Hobby Lobby, but they're all going to come in handy.
Yeah.
Not just for this craft, but for so many other crafts you can come up with. Especially these ones, if you want to make, larger units of your 15 mil, orc units or goblins or things like that.
So we would just recommend that you get like a boatload of all different sizes
of craft sticks.
Yeah. Then this isn't technically a craft stick, but these.
Okay, this is just the smallest dowel rod they have at Hobby Lobby, and it's like 50 cents. He just wants to snap it. But it's going to come in real handy for one of my favorite crafts I think we'll have done this year, if it turns out right. And then the balsa wood plank.
Balsa wood is very breakable.
Yeah, he's never actually dealt with balsa wood before. Never really encountered it other than just looking at it briefly at Hobby Lobby, and he had to just break off the tip.
Okay, it had a sticker on it.
Oh, so you had to break it off instead of peel off the sticker?
I tried to peel off the sticker.
And it
didn't.
Snapped. I got you.
Yeah.
But we're going to use this craft wood for one of the crafts. Hopefully we'll get to it this month. We might not actually get to it this month, meaning that I'll be experimenting all month until I perfect it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of expensive. It's like $250 for 3 feet of this balsa wood, but
it's not really 3 feet anymore.
Yes, but it's going to come in handy. You could use just regular cardstock, I suppose, but I really want to have a little more control. This is actually a fun wood to work with because you can literally draw on it with a ballpoint pen, and if you press hard enough, that pressure will cut out the piece, kind of like
this will cut off.
That's
a permanent indentation.
Right. You could literally look at it and put dents in it. Now the other trees?
Yes, the larger trees. These are good trees. I don't know, higher quality, better store.
No, same store.
Really, these are Dollar Tree ones?
Yes.
Wow.
And as you can see, they work great for 28 mil miniatures as, snow-covered pine trees, and 3 for $1, $1.25, whatever. It's really a great deal, and I mean, you really have to do almost nothing to them. Just mount them however you want, flock the bases, and you're good to go. And each pack, could basically make a small piece of scattered terrain that, depending on how you place them, some sort of triangular pattern with a little bit of bushes in between, would make great places for your models to hide or just have to traverse, etc. But at $1.25, couldn't pass it up. I don't know why. You know, I don't remember seeing these before. I was gonna say I don't know why we didn't buy them before.
Yeah, they look too high quality.
Yeah.
Or they don't really.
Not high quality, but for
For a Dollar Tree.
yeah, exactly. For what you would get at like a train store or Hobby Lobby, you would pay a lot more.
Don't you catch it?
Because I suck. Dollar Tree again. Little plastic bag of dinos. I'm pretty sure you can see where we're going with this. They're actually about the right scale for 15 mil monsters. Now you've got dinosaurs for your adventurers to bump into, and at $1.25, we'll try our luck. You know, we're just gonna paint them up and see what happens. But I think it'll work for more monsters for our 15 mil games. Next piece of terrain, craft material.
I don't see it. Oh,
Yeah.
I see it.
No, that is so not it. Oh my god, I need to really put those away. The styro.
Oh.
Yes, we are actually going to use the white stuff, the horrible white stuff that everybody hates.
Don't worry, we're gonna burn it.
Damn right we are. Again, this stuff, most people hate working with it, but for what we're going to use it for, this is almost preferable because of the texture that you will get.
Yeah,
we're gonna try.
Just wear your masks because you know it's that time of year.
Isn't that the second video?
Yes.
Wow. Some jokes never get old. But we're gonna try the same project with both the pink stuff and the white stuff, just to see what looks better on the table, texture-wise, etc. But this stuff, I used to use it for the same project that we're going to recreate. I used to do a ton of it, and I didn't even have the barbecue lighters. I'd use an old Bic lighter, and trust me, that was a pain in the butt. But we will be using this. Hopefully we'll get to this project this month. I want to bring out the bump, 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 bump. Bump,
Alright, I'll go downstairs real quick.
No, get the damn sharks. You monkey, come on. Yes, sharks. We're going back. We might not actually use these sharks because these ones might be too big, but I think they're going to work. We're not going to do anything vastly different than we've done before.
It's going to be essentially a redo of a craft we already did, kind of.
Yeah, just for a smaller scale, basically.
Kind of, yeah.
But those of you who've paid attention and watched every single one of our videos will know exactly where we're going with this. Last thing is actually the plastic clear box.
Oh, okay.
No, not that.
Hold on.
No, those won't fit in it.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, you're right. All right. There we go. Now they fit. Am I wrong?
Apparently, he's got all night.
We do.
Give me the box.
Okay.
No, it's just a clear plastic storage box, but this is going to be specifically for one of the crafts we're doing because we want to have something to put them in safely so they don't get damaged because they're not going to be fragile, but you know, thinking ahead for your storage solutions is never a bad idea. Now you need to get out the bigger dinos. They're blue.
Oh, yes.
This month, as a matter of fact, this Thursday, we're doing a craft challenge with our good friends Nathan Allen and Sage Forsaken on the good old YouTubes. We're going to do a craft challenge with three players, well, 4 players, because the little guy and I are both, working as a team. And mind you, there's no prize. It's just something.
The prize is a free ticket to,
Nowhere Land?
No, to the beaches of Moscow.
Normandy, I was going to say. No. We found some dinos in our collection, but the guys in the challenge can use whatever dinos they want that they can find. They used to sell these at the Dollar Tree, but now the quality actually kind of sucks. But we're going to do a Final Faction craft, some sort of mod, including dinosaurs. And if you haven't already, gone and checked out Sage Forsaken or Nathan Allen,
do that.
Yes, please.
They're good.
Yeah. They do different stuff, but Sage Forsaken is mostly a action figure mod guy, and we found out a lot about Final Faction through him, and of course our friend Nathan Allen, and he was like, basically he hadn't had an inspiration to do a mod in a while when we were talking. I'm like, okay, dude, we're gonna do a craft challenge. Break out your Final Faction figure. I don't care which one. We even haven't picked out which one we're gonna use yet, but we're all gonna take a Final Faction figure and a dinosaur, and I'm pretty sure you can guess the rest. But I've got an actual.
No, you can't.
Well, I've got actually. I forgot to bring up the blue stuff. That's a hint to how we're going to accomplish this craft. Is with blue stuff. If you don't know what blue stuff is, you can check out one of our previous videos, or you can go look it up at Green Stuff World, and it is a great product. You'll also need some other things, depending on what you choose to do with the craft after you see it. But you'll need a fair amount of milliput, his favorite medium to work with. And last but not least, before we go, it sucks. It's great. What are you talking about? Will you get the Dragon of the Month out?
Yes.
This month we're returning to an oldie but a goodie.
Oh, never mind.
It's the one on, it's the one, there you go.
Alright.
We're going to redo Oregon, and I'll break out the old version, because we did one, or I should say, he did one in, sorry guys, something just fell on the poor puppet.
Chewy.
He's a big baby. But the little guy painted up this Oregon as a gold dragon, and we thought, okay, well, let's make one. What color? You forgot already?
No, I didn't. I know exactly what color.
We're going to do one silver. So you can have a silver dragon, a gold dragon. They're basically the same in the monster books, depending on which book. It's. So we'll have a silver one and a gold one. Maybe we'll make bookends out of them. But he did such a bang-up job on this. He's going to get to do a silver one. And I'll probably find something else to paint alongside him while he does that. But like I said, he did a really good job on this one. Everybody seemed to like it. So he's going to get to paint one silver. And let's get them back up there. And I think that's it. Oh, before we let you go, want to let you know that we spoke with George and Dave from Emperor's Choice today, and they're sending us out a big old box of stuff to add to the 500 sub giveaway. So if you haven't shared this video or all of our videos with everybody you know to get us to reach that point, that is your mission should you choose to accept it.
And remember, there are rules. To quote this man in a completely or partially unrelated context, you don't go, you don't get.
Right. You can go back to the 500 sub announcement video from last week to refresh yourself on the actual rules of the giveaway, because if you don't follow the rules, you don't qualify for the giveaway. This way we know that you're not just subbing at the last minute to, one of those guys that just, goes out there and tries to win free prizes.
Anyways, that has been the Shadow and Sun Show. I think, hear the truck outside.
Right. And real quick, glad that all of our friends that weren't doing well are doing better. You guys know who you are. And thank God you guys are getting better, because you guys all had us worried there for a minute.
Yeah.
And for everybody else out there, thank you so much for sticking around with us all these years. We hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, and
I think the hospital staff are getting angry. We should end this now.
Right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.